Hi everybody, today is Friday, August the 14th, and I had my first fill yesterday. As fills go, it was rather uneventful, which was a good thing. It was pretty similar to any other fill that you've seen some people have videos on. My port is maybe located in a different place than some people's. I know some have been closer to their waistline, and mine is up really high. It's right under my bra line in the center of my stomach and up high. He didn't have any trouble finding the port. I didn't have a local anesthetic on my skin or anything. He just went straight in and wasn't painful. I mean, of course, you're having a needle inserted into your skin, so it wasn't totally not uncomfortable. There was a little discomfort to it, but nothing to speak of. He just had me do sort of a crunch with my shoulders to pull up, and that tightened those muscles to secure the port well enough for him to push around and get the needle inserted into it. And he put 4 cc's in, and when he was done, I sat up and he got me a little cup of water, and I drank a few sips, and pretty much I was on my way. He told me I didn't need to come back for 3 months for a fill unless I just felt like this totally wasn't doing it. If I wasn't having any weight loss, was having weight gain, and it just wasn't doing me any good, then to come back in a month. Otherwise, if I was having some loss, that I could wait 3 months to come back. So I actually scheduled my appointment for 2 months just because it's so hard to get in at the last minute if you think you need one. So I'm scheduled for 2 months, and I'll evaluate at that time. Now, when I got home, actually when I got back to work, that's when things started to get a little bit more exciting than just the fill. I felt fine when I left his office, but as the next couple hours went on, I started to feel like maybe it wasn't going down as well. I had some tomato soup for lunch, maybe about a half a cup, 1/4 cup to a half a cup, and it seemed to just sit there for the whole afternoon. And by that evening, by yesterday evening, I felt like I had a softball stuck in my stomach, my lower chest, upper stomach area. And no matter what I did, I wanted to get to burp, and there was no air that was coming up. And I never felt like I was going to vomit. Nothing ever started to come up or anything like that. I almost wished it would, because it felt like it just sat there. And all it was tomato soup, basically. So I went ahead and called their office just to let them know that that's what I was feeling, because I couldn't even swallow my own spit. And he said maybe it was just my stomach being irritated to give it through the night, unless when I laid down I started to have acid reflux or any throwing up at all, then they'd want me to come in. But if it was just some discomfort, just to see how it went, and in the morning maybe my stomach would have settled down and it wouldn't be so bad. So anyway, I fell asleep last night. I went to bed early because I was miserable, and I slept with a wash rag in my hand because I couldn't even swallow my spit. And about 2 o'clock in the morning or so, I could hear my stomach sort of rumbling, like things were starting to move around and move lower from my pouch into my stomach. And when I woke up this morning, it felt real good. It didn't feel anything like it did last night. So I made a protein shake, just a small one, like 4 to 6 ounce, and I drank that probably in about 45 minutes maybe. By the time I got to work, I had finished it. And then mid-morning, I ate yogurt, and that took probably an hour and 15 minutes. I just did it real slow, every so often, lick the spoon. And at lunch, he had said today that I could try like some mashed potatoes or scrambled egg, and I thought, I don't have any mashed potatoes and I don't have a scrambled egg here at work. What could I get? So I got some French fries. I know that's probably not the healthiest, but I needed to try a little something, and I just chewed them in my mouth until they turned into mashed potatoes. And if you were measuring it by mashed potatoes, it was probably would have been 2 tablespoons at the most that I had. It wasn't even half an order of small French fries. So I was able to get that down, and I felt fine. Now this afternoon, about 4 o'clock, I felt like I needed something, and I had a little bit of applesauce. And I feel all right. This evening, though, as this evening's starting to come on, I'm starting to feel that tightness kind of again in my stomach. So I think I'm just going to stick to some liquids the rest of the evening and go from there. On Monday, if I'm still feeling like this, I might give them a call and see if they think they want to take out like half a cc or something like that, because I don't want it to be too tight. I want to be able to get regular food in myself, but I would imagine that after you have a fill, it's probably not uncommon, you know, for a few days before you can get through your liquids the way you're supposed to and mushies, and then you'll probably know when it's time to move on to something else. But if I'm still having trouble with yogurt or any kind of mushies, then I'm going to call them on Monday to see if that's normal. So if any of you have had similar experiences after you've had a fill, let me know and tell me what you think, if this is pretty normal and in a few days it will subside if I just stick with my liquids now, and or if you think maybe I might be too tight. When I lay down, I don't cough, I don't have any reflux or anything like that. It seems to be fine. Just kind of a, I don't know, what I would think like having something mildly stuck. I'm not sure exactly how to describe it. So anyway, I looked on the scale this morning like I'd lost a pound or two. So we'll see what Monday brings for my weigh-in. And I think that's it. So Lauren had her first fill yesterday too, and I haven't had a chance to see how hers went. So I'm getting ready to go check that out, and I hope hers went great too. See you later. Bye.